Okay, so this is Kristina Bilonick talking about her most recent work.
Yeah, this is part of an installation that I showed earlier this summer at Floor Gallery in Anacostia. And it was a 5 or 4 person show, and it was about kind of taking control of your upbringing and your path. It was called Reincorporation Jamboree, but all of the work had a kind of biographical component to it. So the work that I did for the show was primarily consisted of this interactive installation. And what I did was I looked back at some of my writings I had done when I was in grade school. So I have this trustee journal that I've had since, this is my 3rd grade journal, and it just is full of source material that I've used for a lot of my work. And so one of my entries in this journal is about this book, How to Draw 50 Famous Stars, and how I would check it out from the library all the time and practice drawing all of these people. So for this project, I ended up ordering about 10 copies of this from Amazon.com, vintage,
right,
and incorporated myself into it, because in my journal entry I had said that I would be famous when I grew up, and so that's why I check out this book, because I'm planning for my future fame, or just, I didn't ever specify what I was going to be famous for, but
you just knew you were going to be famous.
I knew.
And so you had to prepare.
I had to prepare.
Right.
So I took this picture, which is a picture of me from around that time, and I just kind of mimicked the style of drawing for these these directions, and this is my original drawing that I did for the book, and I ended up just incorporating myself into the book. So there's a limited edition of 5 of these with 2 artist proofs. Well, there was an artist proof and a gallery copy.
And when was this on exhibit again?
It was on view
In July.
the month of July to draw with. But what the surprise element was that, and a lot of people didn't notice this at first, but that I had added myself to the cover. And I actually added myself on the inside cover as well. This is a screen print, so I eventually made a screen.
That looks great.
Of this image.
Yeah, it looks like it's totally part of it.
It was so fun. And then I also created a page of how to draw me inside. So this is this actually ended up, the screen ended up being, it's a multi or mixed media piece. It's a screen print with additional drawing and a Xerox at the end. So
wow, look at this. How old are you in that picture?
I think I was about 8 or 9.
Oh, okay.
So I've been wearing glasses since I was 3. Right. But the coolest part about the project was that the desk was really just this area where people could go to and hang out for a while and try their hand at drawing. So these are some of the drawings
based on that technique. Right?
Yeah, based on these steps, but also well, there was kind of like the whole idea of being famous. Part of just my experience being a visual artist, there's something where you feel like a little bit famous if you're like in a group show or in a gallery. So this was an opportunity for the people that tried the activity to feel famous, because these magnetic strips, and there are more, and actually I have about 50 more drawings that were created over the course of the month, were all by gallery visitors.
And they left their drawings?
And they would pin their drawing up on the wall.
So these are
all done by other people. And of course, I prominently have posted the ones that people did of my page.
Of yourself,
I think there's a few.
That's great. Good.
So,
let's see if I can recognize them. I don't think I do.
That's good. Yeah, it's out in the summer. There's some really funny ones.
That's great.
But, so...
I like the bird. This one's pretty good.
I know. I mean, a little bit along the same tangent of feeling famous, whether it be in little ways amongst friends and family, or the place you work, or where you live. But we were just talking about my t-shirt line, and I've been doing that for about 5 years since I moved back to DC. I was working at Govinda Gallery, and I started making t-shirts, and this is like in the year 2000. Started making I started making duct tape wallets, and then dabbling and making accessories and t-shirts and stuff, and I started selling it at Commander Salamander. And that was that started this whole feeling famous thing, because I would bring my friends into the store and look at the case and see my my stuff for sale, and it was just this really positive. 2004, 2005, I started a line of apparel, which I've been selling online and in stores in DC. And I feel like it's kind of a quick way to disperse little ideas. So I kind of take a lot of imagery from my childhood and stuff. Like I'll put like the Sassy logo and different things from when I was a teenager, and it resonates with a lot of people. But anyway, my favorite thing is to sell a whole bunch of stuff. I usually sell a lot in the fall at a lot of local craft fairs, and then I'll go out at night and see people wearing my clothes, or I'll see it on the bus or just walking down the street, and then I don't know why, it totally gives me a high to see my stuff. Like, this is just...
Should we go look at some of your pieces?
Sure.
Okay. I'm going to follow you.
Here's
our amazing studio.
One of my newest additions to my line are these vintage ties that are screen printed. So these are a big hit with the boys.
And they're great.
I mean, a lot of it is like either trends that I'm picking up on, or some of it's like local. Like I started doing these Rock Creek Park t-shirts and ties just because I feel like if you're from DC, most of you probably utilize Rock Creek Park somehow. I mean, as a printmaker, I mean, there's something about repetitiveness of printmaking, and so patterns just have that intrinsically. And I mean, and you can see in some of my scarves and stuff, I kind of am creating a pattern by repeating imagery. This is my new bison print, which is nice. Inspired by my time working in Yellowstone Park when I was in my early 20s, but also because of the new documentary by Ken. And then I do a lot of nature prints that just kind of also harken back to my childhood and like stuff like those sun prints that you would do when you were a kid.
The solarized photo things. Yeah. And then some of them
look at the Michelle.
Yes.
Some of them are just like I do them for a time. So I made this screen for inauguration because I was gonna be very enterprising and sell stuff down at the. I do it all here.
Okay,
so, these are all my screens.
Right.
I kind of reuse them a lot, but they're just really basic. I do like a quick and dirty process. It's emulsion, so it's like photosensitive. But I'm lucky. I have there's a closet, like a big closet here that's pitch black, so that's my dark room.
Okay.
And then I have a bathroom with a hose, which is what you need.
Well, it's totally black. You can't see it, but that is it. That's great.